Hey guys, what is going on? Let me sorry, back out here for a second. All right, sorry about that. Hey guys, what's going on? A little spoiler there. That may or may not have been my guest for tonight. May or may not have been Mr. Joshua Hickman of Tusta Butt Barbecue, but we'll get into that more later. How is everybody? Happy Saturday night. It is 7 o'clock on the dot, according to my watch, and here we are. What you guys smoke this weekend? What you guys smoke this week? Did you make it through in one piece? Is everybody happy? Nobody's in jail? None of that other good stuff? I don't have to get a sponsor for anybody, do I? So I've had a hell of a week. Got a lot of good things done. Got some bad things done. Went out and seen a good buddy of mine do his thing last night at Roxy Bar. Big shout out to Antidote. Man, that was a killer show, and I had a blast. Anybody have a chance to check them out? Guys, do me a favor, go check them out. You will not be disappointed one bit. Got a little thinner around the front there, as you can see. The beard was starting to get a little itchy, and, well, it's still just as bald as can be up there. Funny thing about today, I went to go fire up the smokers and ended up having to fire up both of them because I'll be damned if it didn't start snowing just as I was cooking. And, well, every good pit master knows that there is no off-season. Winter don't mean nothing, but you just keep the fire a little bit higher and keep that blankie for you and keep that blankie for the smoke. But, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get going here. I want to start off tonight with talking about an awesome opportunity for any of the comedians out there who like to watch my show. Those real comedians, not the ones that think they're funny like me. Coming up, we have the WO Entertainment Comedy Invasion presents double header comedy show at BB's Down Home Cooking. That's at 200 Park in Gallatin, Missouri. Doors open at 6 p.m. Friends and family friendly. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 7. Family friendly show that is. Adult show starts at 9. It's going to be $10 at the door with a 50-50 raffle. It's to help prevent the veteran suicide. For more information, you can call 1-816-632-0350. And as I like to say, if you ain't laughing, you ain't crying, just kind of give you an idea about who's going to be there. We have the Godfather himself, Richard Montano. Special appearance by the Thai Food Panda. My man, my brother from another mother, my boss, my hero, and you don't know it, the redneck pimp himself, funny man, David Scott. And MCing this show is the man, the myth, the legend. You all know him by Goose. We call him Justin around here, Mr. Justin Snodgrass. Guys, like I said, that is February 27th. Also coming up, March 13th. The big man himself, Redneck Pimp, will be hosting a winner-take-all comedy last man standing contest. That's a $50 entry fee. At least 12 would like to, but they would like to more. Of course, you know, more money, more people there you have, the more money you're going to make, just like the competitions that we all love and hold dearly in our hearts are these barbecue competitions. Winner will take half the pot and a trophy. There's going to be 2 rounds. 1 5-minute round, you go over, you're out. That means 5:01, you're done. 4:59 maybe, but guys, don't leave them waiting. Make them get more. The second one, you'll be given a topic, a 2 minute to write a joke about the topic, and 3 minutes to perform. You go over, once again, you're out. If there's a tie, comedians closest to the 5 minutes in the first round will win. There's a 3-judge panel. If you are interested, hey, leave a message down here. Message the WO Entertainment page and just see where we're at and see if we can get you in. And guys, it looks like we are having a little bit of technical difficulties. Either we're having technical difficulties or my guy said, you know what? I'm not playing this game. I don't want to wait. I don't want to do here. I want to be here. My guess for tonight has seemed to have disappeared. Give us 1 second, and I bet you we will definitely get him back without a problem. I mean, oh, come on. So while we're trying to get this all lined out today, how you been? How's your mom and them? How's everything going? Hopefully the week has found you good. Tried anything new? Try anything old? What do you guys want to talk about? Kind of open right now, kind of dead air. So I guess what I can do is, while I'm waiting for that to come up, let's talk about the great, wonderful lineup and everybody else that we have here at the WO Entertainment. It's more than just my pretty face sitting here talking to you every weekend. During the week, Monday nights, we have at 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central, we have the Second Amendment Ranch with Cameron and Carl. Tuesdays at 5 o'clock Central, we have the WO Radio Show with Redneck Pimp and Goose. Wednesday nights, we have the Great Kanuski with Nico. Thursday nights, we have Hombre's Keeper with Mikey. Friday nights, it's Happy Hour with William. Saturday nights, well, here you are. You know who you got. You know where you're at. Sunday nights at 1700 somewhere with Athen, Cameron, Shay, and Nico. And Sunday at, 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. 11 a.m. Hopefully it can be right. The L Train Fighter with Anthony, Don, and Nico. Guys, if there's any questions, anything you want to know, any more information, feel free to drop a message down there. Drop a comment, drop a like, drop something for me, and just message the page. But here he is. There we are. What is going on, man? Sorry it took me so long.
Oh, it's all right. I just got booted off, so I had to reboot and try and get back on.
Well, there you go. It is weird. I don't know what's going on here, but I've got a lot of weird stuff going on tonight. And I'm thinking that it is 100% operator error on that one. Like I wasn't even broadcasting on my own page. I mean, how do you go about doing that? I mean, that's
not even promoting your own self.
No, that's the problem, man. You know, and in my defense, it's been a hell of a 48 hours. I started out Thursday afternoon, working on the wife's car, trying to replace lower control arm on a 14 Charger. And long story short, no, it was Friday afternoon. Long story short, got it all done about 11 o'clock yesterday morning. And then went to a concert, had some fun, and got home about 1 o'clock this morning. So I learned to do this as well as I used to do.
Yep.
I think what it is, I changed blue cans.
Yeah, not as young as we once were, huh?
No, sir. You know, and I kind of questioned that liar Toby Keith because I don't think I'm as good once as I ever was.
That's right.
All right, so guys, let me take a second. Let's start over again. This is Joshua Hickman. Is it Josh or Joshua?
Either or, but I go by Josh most of the time.
All right, so this is Josh Hickman. I want everybody to tell you hi and welcome in from Tusk to Butt Barbecue down in parts unknown Arkansas. Well, parts that we both kind of know pretty well, but you know, right, don't talk about very often.
That's right.
We'll just say the foothills of Boone County. How's that?
That's right.
All right. So, man, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? How you got started, and just kind of a little intro.
Oh man, you know, always been into, you know, wanting to grill and barbecue, and then you know, once Facebook hit, started getting into a lot of these barbecue groups and things, and then started seeing more take off more professionally, you know, more things, you know, getting to comp time. And I'm not a comp person. I do stuff like cooking for kids, things like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm more for the backyard barbecue guy, you know, everybody that cooks, whether it's on the grill or whatever, you know. So that's how I started off with my group, and started learning from a lot of people that I know. But yeah, that's been doing it now for, oh gosh, don't even know how long. Mm-hmm. A long time.
Yep. And I tell you, man, the short time that I've been able to watch you, I guess you can almost say stalk you a little bit, maybe. Which, you know, I gotta say, for you, it's not that hard because we are in a lot of the same groups, and yeah. I see your name pop up as an admin more times than I would see your name on a truck stop wall somewhere. And we have a mutual friend that runs West Coast that I'm sure has probably stopped at a couple of them and left your name on the wall for a good time. For those that don't know, we're talking about the gentleman that I had on a couple of weeks ago, Danny Mays of Amazing Sweet. Right. Great guy. Love him to death. Due to circumstances beyond our control, he had to get ready to get back out on the truck tonight. He was supposed to be a kind of a secret special guest for tonight. It was going to be the three of us to have fun. But since he can't be here and he can't defend himself, I think it's for him.
Yeah, that dude's awesome. I mean, I met him through No Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Actually it wasn't No Bowl at the time. It was started seeing posts from his Amazing Sweet Heat. And like I said, mad props to him because I'm not a sauce guy. I used to be a sauce guy back in the day, and then I changed over to just the dry rubs,
Mm-hmm.
and then lately, when I tried his sauce, man, it was just like a game changer. So yeah, he's got some awesome sauce.
And that's the thing I am looking forward to so much. It's just I can't wait for be able to get that order again once he gets everything back up and going.
Yeah.
But from the sounds of it, he's got a bunch of awesome things coming up, and I just can't wait to see it. I can't wait to be a part of it. Can't wait to see it go live. So my next question, you kind of touched on a little bit. How long have you been into the barbecue? And is it so for like me, it was something when I was 16, I started with my first slab of ribs.
Yeah.
There was a little barbecue joint right up the road from me. And that's what I wanted to set out to be. I wanted to mimic their barbecue. That was my benchmark that I wanted to hit. That's how, I got started. How about you? What made you get out of the warm kitchen and go to a hot or cold climate and stand around a fire and cuss?
Oh man. So, growing up, dad and all them, they always cooking out, just grilling burgers back in the day. That's all it was. Burgers, dogs, steaks. And, I think it was shortly, I was probably 22, 23, and me and the wife, I was like, I really want to get in this smoking business. I want to try this. So I went to Walmart, bought me one of them $40 Brinkman little barrel smokers, and I was like, so everybody's like, do chicken. Chicken's, the easiest. So I'm like, all right. I had no clue about keeping the fire going. So I'm throwing mesquite in there like crazy.
Oh, mesquite.
So this chicken comes out and it looks great. I'm like, oh man, this is a cakewalk.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken falls apart. I'm like, oh yeah. First bite, I spit that dude right back out. I'm like, so it's like, whoop, that was bad. But through trial and error, and then that just made me a little hungry. I wanted to keep practicing. And then like you said, when you go and try somebody's barbecue, you're like, man, can I imitate that? Can I do that better? Well, so every time you keep constantly trying to improve, and then it just becomes fun. It's a passion. It's a hobby. I mean,
it really is a huge passion. It's just something that like you said, you hit it right. You always want to one up what you did the last time or one up what you had before. Yeah. You had said a little bit of something about in the entry about a group that you cook with. What is that group? You said you don't do comps. You did something about for kids.
So I know here in Harrison, the chamber every year puts on a big cooking for kids comp.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, for our town, the town.
Yep.
For our town, it's small. There was probably 40 people or so last year, and then the money goes to the kids and things like that. So it's just a fun comp. I like doing that kind of stuff. I haven't, there maybe one time I'd like to try one real comp, but
Well, you know what, man, I am always looking for an opportunity to come back down home, and have some fun, man. So my offer to you when you're at that point and you're ready to do it, I'll split entry with you. We'll go over meat cost, and we'll just we'll just split it down the middle and go in and have fun and let you see what it looks like to do an overnight cook.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, we've speaking, like of Danny Mays, we've been talking, because we can do a cook off on the river, on the Buffalo. So I've got a friend that's a park ranger down there, and as long as we have control of our fires and no glass bottles, we're good. So
that sounds like a hell of a good time to me.
It'd be cool to get something started up like that over here, because everybody goes to Kansas or everybody's going to Texas, or but there's nothing this way, and if I can get people over here.
I was going to say, I think the closest one that I can remember being around that area was, either Rogers, Fayetteville, or Branson, Shepherd of the Hills.
Yeah.
And that was really the closest ones you had without going down to your bigger cities and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I know, like Green Forest, that one that I tagged you in last year, Green Forest had that little rib cook-off, which, if I would have known more about it sooner, I would have been more than happy to throw a Weber, Smoky Mountain in the back of the truck and head down there and have some fun. Because, while me and OVB and I, we do a lot of the bigger contests, going after the points and everything else. I still love the small backyard, just like what you're talking about, the small backyard cooking and just getting down dirty and having fun. So you talked a little bit about chicken. Your first round was chicken, and you overhit it with mesquite, which, ironically enough, as you were talking about that, I could taste the mesquite because I've done that. And anybody who's ever done that, who's ever overcooked mesquite, oversmoked with mesquite, that bitter, nasty. You can't cover it up.
No, I even threw some sauce on it, and I'm like, okay, it's got to no.
Yep. All you're doing there was that nice sweet, and then there's that twang on the backside, just slapping the hell out of your taste buds.
Oh yeah.
So, what is your favorite thing to cook?
Oh man, my favorite thing would be anything pork. Really, it's just I like doing pork now. If brisket wasn't something so expensive here, I'd be all about it. When I lived in outside of Houston, I lived up in Conroe for 3 years. Man, I could go to like HEB and pick up a brisket, for $1.90 a pound. And man, that I'd be doing those all the time. But
and that's the aggravating thing, that a lot of people don't understand and realize. It wasn't until like 1984 to 86, somewhere around in there, that brisket was popular with people. It was the meat back in the day where if a butcher could sell it, they would sell it 25, 50 cents on the pound. And, I'm not talking about back when 25 cents meant something. I'm talking, 60s, 70s, stuff like that. It was a trash meat because nobody knew how to cook it.
Exactly.
Well, as everybody has learned how to start cooking it, thanks to Cat's Deli, Franklin, down in Austin and stuff like that, people are starting to realize, hey, this is a good cut of meat. You can do a lot of stuff with this cut of meat.
Exactly.
And here we are celebrating $2.99 a pound brisket.
Yeah, like I went to the store the other day,
Angel,
and I was like, all right. So I picked up, I was scrolling by the meat department, and I looked down, and there's this brisket hanging there, and it was $37. And I was like, sweet. And I grab it, and it's just like, boom. And it was just the flat.
Yes, I read into that.
It's like, what?
Yeah, and it's one of those things that you look at it, you look at the trim flat next to the full packer.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that dude didn't put that much work into this,
nope.
To make that extra money, and then back when COVID started up, I think around here, I kid you not, just for regular brisket, there was some places that was tickling almost $5 a pound.
Dude, we got up to the cheapest store here was right almost at $7 a pound.
Damn.
I mean, you were looking at hell of a money to get a decent brisket to cook, without it You know.
Now knowing that area, I know it's not the same. I'm sitting here. Hey, well, holy crap! My brother Josh just jumped in. He's sitting here working on a brisket himself right now. But check this one out. Guess who's here? Guess who's here? Somebody ears were ringing.
No, he ain't
What's
left
up,
yet.
guys?
He's not
What's
on the road.
going on, my brother from another mother?
Look at that shirt. Ooh, where am I at?
Woo.
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Good, man. Good. How the hell are you?
Oh man, I've been doing painting. It sucks.
I thought you were heading out on the road tonight.
I am here. Let me try to get that glare out of here, man. There we go. Yeah, I gotta leave out here about 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Good times. How are you guys?
Thank you. We're good. We're good, brother. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Hey, it's always a pleasure, brother. I'm glad to be here.
It looks good. I although I feel like the awkward one out right now that I'm not wearing my my Tusta Butt shirt.
He'll get you on.
You better take a break and go get it on.
Well, you know, I will, but there's a problem. I'm blaming this on you, Josh, because it shrunk way too much.
Oh
Yeah.
Josh.
I didn't wash it.
Well, I tried not to wash it either, but it started standing up on its own after a while. but
what you guys been into? Man. What y'all been talking about?
We're just starting to kind of really working in, getting to know Josh, man. Kind of touching on what his favorite things to cook, you know, how we got started, and you know, things of that nature. And so, I mean, we're really just kind of starting to dive in a little bit here. So,
I'll just sit and listen.
You ain't gonna sit and listen. You're gonna be in this. And real quick, for Josh Brooks, there is a reason why I don't stand up on camera. So he said, I thought you were going to say he didn't have pants on. So yeah, I had somebody ask me one time when they were coming on, like, man, what should I wear? I said, you know what? I don't give a shit what you wear, as long as you wear a shirt.
You just gotta wear a shirt.
I said, well, what about pants? I said, why do you think I don't stand up? You got paint all over it?
No, I said I didn't want to get paint all over it.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It's my baby.
So he kind of touched on a little bit, him being Josh, kind of touched on a little bit about how you two, you know, came to be of the same world. Ironically enough, the same way you and I did through your sauce Facebook page and through the Noble.
Right.
So you guys being in the same area, same neck of the woods, how many times you guys have gotten together and done some cooking?
Once.
Yeah.
Once,
man.
What?
Dude,
My schedule is so crazy. I'm lucky to be able to do that, and we're gonna get together a lot more this spring. But it's just one time so far.
Yeah,
people, man, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, we've hooked up, you know, trading out rubs and stuff like that. But to cook out, we got together, cooked out once. But I just got a new job not too long ago, so it's allowed me to be off on weekends and stuff and get home at a decent time. Where before, when me and him cooked out before, I was working, you know, crazy hours and every day, and it was just nuts. So yeah, and then his schedule, it's like, man, by the time he gets home, I'm already gone, something like that. So yeah,
you're right. Yeah, kind of. We got to find time though. That's the problem now. I mean, used to we had time, just wasn't able to make it work. But we'll make it work this spring, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then that's the thing. That's the other part that I love about, you know, barbecuing and cooking in general is the fact that it does bring everybody together. You know,
absolutely.
For that time that you're together, you know, breaking bread and cooking and having fun, it's your family, you know, and it could have been one of those things that you've never met each other, never knew each other before then, but at that point in time, you're family.
Yeah, that's it.
No, and that's the wonderful thing. We was kind of talking a little bit about like barbecue competitions and stuff like that. And I told Josh, and I'll extend it to you as well. You know, if you guys ever want to get together and do a comp down there, you know, let me know. We'll make it a 3-man team, and we'll just get together. We'll have a little bit of fun.
Hey, thank you for that. That's awesome.
I'm always wanting to come down and flex my muscle and, you know, get back home and just do some cooking.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe
and
you can help me kind of get. I've been wanting to kind of take to the next step and get the sauce entered in a competition, and maybe
so
like
I'll be
American Royal or something like that. Whatever
yeah.
it's
Oh,
called.
by all means, man. When you're ready to take that step and you got everything set up, I will get you in touch with the right people and get you. Not only I'll get you entered in the sauce competition. You know, that's what they judge
Sweet.
on. Everything is on that, and the greatest thing about that one is you'll find out where you stand with people from around the world.
That's exactly where that's exactly my goal at the moment. I want to see where it rates. I'm ready. Yep. 2 years
and,
now, and it's time.
Hell yeah. And that also reminds me. So this Josh Brooks that I was telling you about, he's my brother. He was on here a while back with me. He co-hosted with me. Danny, I'd like to talk to you for a second. He is got some sauce that he makes that is out of this world, and he's actually thinking he's ready to bottle it and kind of go that way. He's got a lot of questions about pH and stuff like that because he's wanting to do it the right way. And I was wondering, would you be willing to sit down and talk with him when you had a free minute?
Absolutely.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll shoot
pH
you his
phone. pH is important. If you have bacterium growing in the bottle, you're not going to sell it. But you can't have too much, and it just be vinegar and whatever other ingredients you put in it. But yeah, I'm definitely down to help, man, anytime.
And that's one of the greatest things about having people like you in my life is I get to learn with you guys. I may not want to do any of this, but I get to learn with you guys, and in turn, everybody else gets to learn because you kind of find out all the stuff that goes with it, and you find out why that $10 bottle of sauce is $10.
Exactly.
All the stuff that goes into it. So, okay, guys, here we go. I think Danny, you and I talked about this one. Josh, I'll hit you with this one first. What kind of smoker are you working with now? I know you said you had a Brinkman when you first started. What you cooking on now, bud? What kind of smoker do you have now, Josh?
Frozen.
Nope, froze up.
Yeah, there. Can you hear me?
There you
are. Can hear you, but you're still frozen.
I'm frozen?
Yep.
What in the world?
Let me send you back to the green room and bring you back up and see if that helps.
All right, do that.
All right. So, Danny, I'll go ahead and ask you again. For those I don't remember, what kind of smoke are you smoking with? What are you working with?
I've got the Traeger 595 is what I'm rocking with right now.
Traeger 595 smokers.
I love it. I mean, it's a pellet grill, but I mean, I just spoke to my wife today. We're going to go look at buying a nice big stick burner because I want to get. This is easy, but it's too easy almost. You know what I mean? They call it set it and forget it. It's what it is. It's an easy bake.
And very much so. It is set it and forget it.
Right. I love the sport of it though. I like chopping the wood for it. I like stacking the wood. I like the coals burning. I like all that. So I'm gonna definitely look into one here. And
Josh and I were talking about that a little bit before we started, and it's like I was telling him, if I'm doing a comp or something like that, or I got a big group of people with me, I don't mind manning a pit like that. But if it's just me trying to do something real quick, I'd rather just fire up the pellet and go on. You know what I'm saying?
It's worth its weight in gold. I mean, they're costly, man, but they, if you got stuff to do, like I said, my time's limited, and I can just throw something on, set my temp, and just check my phone, whatever temperature. It's almost too easy now, man.
Exactly. And the great thing is you wake up at 12 o'clock, or you realize 12 o'clock, hey, I want to do hamburgers tonight. And you're doing hamburgers because you don't have to fight nothing.
Exactly.
All right, so Josh is back with us. Topic is smokers, grills. What are you cooking with now?
So my one of my favorite ones I have is my Oklahoma Joe offset, and then I've got my Weber, and then I've got my one that I built on the trailer. So
badass.
No. Hey.
Yeah, the Oklahoma Joe is the one I use the most, and then the Weber. That's for burgers and the small things. And then the my big one that I got on my trailer, man, that thing is a monster. So I've played around with it, done a whole hog on it, things like that. So I'm ready to pull that dude down the road and test it out.
You know, I remember you talking now. I can remember you posting about that trailer mounted one that you got. I remember. So you got everything figured out. You got all your hot spots on it figured out. Cause I remember you were fighting that for a little bit.
Yeah, but finally got it. You know, just sit there and play with it for a long time. Finally got it down, but that thing took a while because it's not like, I know you've probably seen the pictures. It's not the normal with the firebox attached to the thing. It's got the big old 6-inch pipe coming off the side and then going to the firebox.
Yeah,
which at the time was a little worrying, thinking, oh man, but it does good.
Well, that's all you got to do is it's just a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, a little bit of love. So either of you guys ever used or seen the biscuit trick when it comes to finding your hot spots?
I've heard of it. I've never tried it.
Never have, no.
So have you heard about it?
I've heard about it. I've never tried it.
I tell you guys, it's I've seen a couple do it, and I've done it with new pits. Buddy's got new pits and stuff like that. I'm gonna go over to season them. It's such an easy thing to do while you're seasoning it. Just set your biscuits out, on your grate. 2 on the outside, 2 in the middle, or however many you have, and just watch those biscuits bake, man. And they'll definitely tell you the easiest and quickest way I've ever seen about judging hot spots on a smoker.
I'll be damned. No, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Buddy of mine, Steve Hughes of Hughes Custom Smokers, out of Indiana or Illinois up north, was the one that turned me on to that. He custom builds pits, and he was the one that turned me on to that. And I tell you what, ever since he done that, I haven't looked back on ever trying to figure it out again.
Yeah, my buddy Chris Main, he's the one that told me about that too, and I never did it. I should have tried it, but I just started throwing the meat to it. So,
there's a thing. I would love to be able to do that, but my pockets just ain't as deep as yours.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right. So Danny, right before you came on, bud, we were talking about meat. We were talking about favorite cuts of meat to cook and stuff like that, and we were both talking about briskets at that time. How brisket's one of our favorite to cook. But the prices on it has went so stinking astronomically high. So I'll go ahead and ask both of y'all this question. So being from down there, I know we used to have Das Butcherhaus out there in Green Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Noticed it changed the name last time we was down there, and I don't know what it is now.
Harpo's.
Say again?
Harpo's, Harpos.
That's right. Yep. So do you guys have any luck at the butcher shops down there, or do you just stay grocery chain?
Go
ahead.
Mostly it's like like I'm sure he does too. Hudson's, place like that. But no, as far as the butcher shop, unless you go to what's that one? And there's one in Hollister, one in Berryville now. What's that? What's that one called, Danny?
I don't know.
Harder House. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So other than that, but no, as far as just mostly local, because I haven't been out to Harpo's yet, but I heard it's pretty good.
It's excellent. I've been there.
I was going to say, I the only times I ever went out there was deer season. I always had them process my deers back there when it was the Amish ran or Mennonite ran.
Yeah.
Great guys. It was one of those that you couldn't be in a real big hurry to get your stuff back.
Right, but they did such a great job, so it was worth the wait.
It was always worth the wait. You knew your stuff was taken care of, right, treated right, trimmed out right. So, can we talk about? You kind of hinted a little bit about Josh wanting to get into the rub making world, and you're kind of taking him in on a little wing. Can you guys talk about any of that, or just one of those things that you're going to leave us hanging by a thread and wait to see what comes?
Well, I'll start, man. First and foremost, Josh and I are really good friends, man. And there's, very few secrets when it comes to that. It started with talking about making sauce and some seasonings and stuff like that. And I just kind of told him what I would start with. Mm-hmm. And then he totally just took it and crushed it. What he created is just amazing.
Oh, please.
And, dude, it really is. It is. I put it on some lobster a couple weeks ago, and it was, pristine. It was so good. But him and I, we help each other out as much as we can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something fun to do, and it's camaraderie, and kind of just hanging out and getting stuff started. It's fun.
Yeah,
No. Wait a minute. You teased me and everybody a little too much. We got to talk about this. A barbecue style rub that you can use on something as delicate as lobster. You're pulling my chain, right?
Yeah. Tear it up, Josh. There you go, son. I set the stage for you.
So it's called kicking, T2B kicking SPG, but it's also more, it's like an all-purpose, in a way too. I mean, you can use it on, but I've used it on everything, and I'm so critical, like probably you and with Danny, you're critical on yourself so hard that you're, it's like, oh, that ain't good, and then like Danny's always throwing compliments. I know he's my buddy, so it's like, get out of here, man.
I'd tell you if it sucked, though. If it sucked, dude, I'd tell you. I'd be like, I don't think so, man.
And that's the other thing. That's how you know you have a good buddy. That's how you know when you have a real buddy, when he tells you, hey, dude, your shit sucks.
I would, man. I wouldn't set him up, or build him up on the compliments and have him embarrassed and shit.
He's going to let me start slinging it out there, and they'll be like, what the heck?
I'll be like, here, you sell your shit. I'm going to sell mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is good, buddy. Real good.
Yeah.
I would never do that. No. He has a good product. Very good product.
I was gonna say, I was talking with my brother about that the other day. He's working on getting his stuff up and going, and he was talking about people at work, love his food and actually at the point where they're buying his food. And I told him, I said, that's the best thing about feeding coworkers is they're like a mangy dog. They're going to keep coming around because they know it's free food. It could be the worst damn thing in the world, but they're going to keep coming around.
That's it, too. They will.
Yeah. But, if you got a buddy, like in this situation, that's going to look at you flat out and say, dude, this sucks. That's what I want in my corner. And, and honestly, I've been lucky enough. I have my own version of Danny and my comp partner, Skip. I understand the friendship because we play off of each other so well.
Exactly.
And you can have a small recipe idea, and the other side just seems to finish it off and brings everything together.
That's it, man. I mean, it's that old saying, teamwork makes the dream work, and it really does.
Amen. Yep.
And that's what he's done. I mean, I can call him, he can call me, and we talk about little things, then throw it together, and it's like, here, you try this, here, you try that, and it's like, boom, boom, and it just kicks off like with his rub, man. I mean, I think I used all his rubbing up within like 3 days.
So any other, now that you kind of hit the mark and cornered the market a little bit in the SPG world, are you looking at other flavors, or are you just going to kind of sit on that one for a little bit and ride the high?
So right now, what I'd like to do is get this kind of out there a little bit. I've got I've got other things that I've got jotted down. I've wanted to experiment on, and like my good buddy Danny here said, just keep it simple. It's
nope.
Yep, we lost him again, guys. I don't know. This has been kind of a bad night for one of our internet connections. Let me see if I can get him back up here. There you are. You still there, Josh?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. I don't know what's going on, but on my phone's fine. But yeah, like I said, keeping it simple. I like all rubs, but when you get down to the family, you start the wife and the kids between the spicy and the too sweet and things like that. So I'm trying to keep it plain, not plain, but I'm trying to keep it flavorful, but at the same time enjoyable for everybody.
A perfect balance of a flavor.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. And so far, from what I've seen and talked to you guys about and what I've heard about, what you guys can put together and what you can do is y'all are doing it right, because so many people, so many times will use rub and or sauce as a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
It just, you lose the flavor of the meat, and it's like, what's the point? For me, everything has got to complement, and you use it sparingly.
See, and that's what I love about his sauce. No matter what rubs I've used on my meat, and then his sauce, it doesn't his sauce doesn't overpower the flavor. You still get his flavor plus the flavor of what you're cooking, and it's just I don't know what he does to that sauce, but it's like McDonald's
You're
fries
too kind,
crack
man.
in it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're too kind, Josh.
No, man, it's true.
I tell you what, I'm just too excited to see, what's coming down the turnpike from Danny and Amazing Sweet Heat. We're all sitting here with bated breath waiting for that was it March 1st or February 1st
March
relaunch
1st.
day.
March 1st will be.
We're all just we're ready for that March 1st relaunch, and that way we can get on board and start getting stuff ordered from them again. And man, hopefully your name will be attached to it to go with it. And the coolest thing that I see from you two, knowing what I know about you guys and seeing what I see of you guys are doing it right. And you guys are doing what a lot of people don't understand is you can fight and rise up through the ranks by yourself, or you can team up with somebody who's going to, help you along the way, who's going to compliment what you're doing, but yet we'll call you on your shit if you're screwing up.
Yeah.
Amen. You couldn't have said it any better, man.
That's what about starting up these groups like this was all about, trying to help other people.
Mm-hmm.
You got the very back when you were a beginner, you got the people in your group that are a beginner. You got people in the group that are pros that are selling $1 million of product. At the same time. So, and I've been part of many groups that are, there's a lot of groups that are haters too that you got to watch out for. But most of the time, a lot of these groups that I'm in, it's all about the love, and showing each other, and helping each other. That's what's the best part about it is if I can help you in any way, I'm there.
And that's the greatest part about it is you guys give freely of you, and you ask nothing in return.
Yep.
Oh, nothing. Yeah. Josh and I both, we just love to help people. I mean, we know how to cook, obviously, all that. We're not pros by any means. Josh is definitely a lot better than I am, but I love to learn and I love to teach people, man. I like to teach people everything I know. And if I can help them in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I'm going to do it. Same as Josh. I've seen him do it. I mean, he's such a great guy and he's a great explainer and he'll teach people real well. I love these groups. They mean a lot to us. And I know there's a lot of people that adore the groups as well, and it's just a place to learn and grow and love and share good times and have fun. I mean, that's what it's all about.
And that's the greatest thing about a lot of these groups, whether it be barbecue related or not, is people with attitudes. We'll just come out. I don't like cussing much on here, but I was coming out saying, the assholes don't stick around long.
That's right.
Because
we won't tolerate it.
Nope.
That's right.
And that's the great thing about your guys' groups and everything that you have your hands in is, you stop stuff before it starts.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's a one and done. We don't give second chances on our. I mean, if you're an asshole once, you're going to be an asshole again. We don't have time for that, man.
Yeah, and I've had people hit me up because my group, it's clearly states touch the butts barbecue, and I've got people in my group that cook on the stove, and I got people in my group that use the pellet grills, and I got people in my group that and there's been those people that want to leave a bad comment. We don't do that. Everybody's here for a good time, and it's all about cooking. And I don't care what you cook and how you cook it. Hey, I'm a fat guy. I like food, so.
Amen. And that meme we all have seen and still agree with 100% is fat lives matter. Open those damn buffets. I'm ready to get at it.
That's right.
All right. Well, guys, one more question, and then Danny, we'll let you get ready to get on the road and start making those big bucks. Josh, we'll let you get back to that chicken coop of yours and put some online Facebook live feeds at every spot here between Tuss to Butt to Beer Slam to whatever else you're going to be on this week.
That's right.
I don't know about you, but as soon as I see that fans only page pop up, I'm subscribing.
You're joining.
I'm joining.
It's all free too. I don't need the money,
Oh, you know what? What I actually started doing was I started doing reverse stripping, where I get paid to put my clothes back on, and it has worked out great for me. Just so you know.
That's good stuff.
All right, guys. So, Danny, I've already asked you this question, so we'll skip you and we'll go to Josh. Josh, what is your favorite style of barbecue to eat?
You know, a lot of my barbecue comes from what I learned in Texas, so it'd have to be the Texas style.
Texas style.
Yeah.
Well, you ever get up to Kansas City, I'll show you what a good time is and show you what some sweet barbecue tastes like.
Yeah.
So where do you go down there for good barbecue if you're not at your place or you're not at Danny's place?
Dude, there is nothing. I mean, there's a few barbecue joints, but it's not like, it's like what we talked about earlier. You start cooking and you learn and you grow, and your barbecue becomes better and it's just one of those things. Like when you cook a steak, you're not going to go eat the same steak it don't matter if it's $100 steak. It's not going to be the same.
I tell my wife that all the time, man.
Yep.
All the time. I say, honey, why go out and eat? I love cooking. Let's cook. Spend $50 on something and cook it here at the house.
Exactly.
I just can't go to restaurants anymore, man. I really can't because
and that's the way I'm getting to be. Especially in our situation, my wife has gluten intolerance.
Right. Okay.
She has celiac disease. So, there's always that fear for us. And it's one of those things, it's just like you said, you get done, you eat something and you're like, holy crap, I could have done this a lot cheaper, a lot better.
Right.
And I've got,
I'm not knocking on the restaurants. They can cook definitely, but just, once you get used to your own cooking, man, that's all you want, if that makes sense.
110%, because you get what you want. You can't go back to the back of the house and say, this is what I want. This is how I want it done. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it is a big thing. So let me ask you this other question. And this is kind of something that I've been playing around with my head for a while now. Comfort food. We all know what comfort food is.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's that big old plate of chili cheese nachos with fries at 2:00 in the morning or what have you. What is your guys' go-to comfort food when just life is down, everything has hit the fan, and you want something to fill you up and make you happy again? Besides the old lady.
Okay. Josh, you want to go or I'll go?
Go ahead.
Okay, man. I am old school as hell, and I know I got some fans of this out there. I like the El Monterey burritos with shredded cheese melted with ranch on top, baby, and some hot sauce. That's my definite go-to. If I want to eat some junk, that's it all day, man.
Minute and a half in the microwave, and you're good to go.
Woo, love them,
dude.
Love them.
I've been throwing those in the air fryer. Man, they are the bomb in the air fryer.
I'm about to try that. We just
dude, they are. They are.
Dude, that air fryer is a game changer.
Yeah.
I like it so far. I was like, damn, I didn't know about this before.
Dude, yeah, my go-to is, I'm like I said, I'm fat. I just whatever's there, man. I'm not a picky person one bit.
Right.
Whatever is slow enough for you to catch at the time, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's awesome, man.
So then it was a two-part question. I didn't want to tell you it was a two-part question because I didn't want you to overthink it. Is there anybody who can cook for you your comfort food, your comfort meal, and it comes out the same?
I would she hasn't, but my grandmother, Martha Ward, can cook anything in the world, and I would not doubt 1 minute she couldn't do it.
You wouldn't throw it past her a bit.
Oh, grandma, she can cook anything.
Dude, yeah. When it comes to that, yeah, you're right. Like when my wife's grandma was alive, man, she was a single mother of like eight or nine kids, and it was crazy. And, we go over to her house and have something. She made a horseradish potato soup. Oh my, dude, it was just one of those. You can't.
Sounds good.
The stuff they make.
And that's, you guys talking about that got me thinking about something I haven't thought about in forever. My granny used to make fried cabbage.
Oh yeah.
Rabbit nuggets. Deep fried little rabbit nuggets.
I love cabbage.
I do too. Man. Fried cabbage is awesome.
I ain't thought about that.
Dude, we did I haven't done it in a while, but we do cabbage steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, oh man,
What's that?
you just take the cabbage and you slice it in thick slices, and then you grill it or put it in the oven with some olive oil and some seasoning. Oh man,
Son.
I've been thinking about doing that with cauliflower, doing the cauliflower steaks like that.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing it in the smoker for a little bit, but I never thought about doing the cabbage like that.
Damn, I'm gonna try that.
And it makes sense. Growing up, my favorite part of the cabbage was always the core of the cabbage after Mom got done cutting everything up to slow it up or whatever.
Yeah.
But, it's like tonight, I ended up talking with my brother here the other day, and I ended up doing green beans with the bacon and garlic and onions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds killer.
I threw it in the smoker, and it was in there for about an hour at 275. And the flavors that came out of it, came out way above what I ever would have thought about doing. And that's so cool that everybody is starting to think, like Josh, hell, I wouldn't have thought about doing a cabbage steak like that.
Oh yeah. It's there's so much. I mean, like when I first seen like the deviled eggs on the smoker.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was the game changer for me on the eggs, man.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. I do a pineapple upside down cake.
Oh shit, that's my favorite.
Dude, I tell you, you just short and sweet of it the way I do it. And I know I'm a hot and fast guy, so you're a low and slow guy, so it'll take you a little bit longer. But I do it 275 in the smoker, 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah. And when it comes out and when it gets done, the moisture to it. There's a weird moisture to it. It's not real dense.
That's my favorite cake in the world.
Fluffy. And I tell you what, give it a shot sometime. I do it in big cupcake tins. That way, it's individual cake as you go.
I have to pick your brain for your recipe, man, because I'm not joking. I love it. I like putting the pineapples and rum, soaking them up in rum, and then.
Oh, dude, that'd be killer. Yeah, I'll send you some pictures when I get done.
Yeah, do it, please.
So nobody's over there typing on their side, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
All right, so that's what I've been wondering. I've been hearing it too, and somebody in the chat just popped up and asked who was typing, and I didn't think it was any of us.
Oh, I'm hearing a little bit of static, but other than that.
All right. Well, guys, here it is, the top of the hour. This has been way better than what I ever could have hoped I could have thought for. Danny, from the bottom of my heart, and I know Josh is the same way. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Oh, it's a pleasure, brother. Always.
It's a blast, and guys, I tell you what, it is hell or high water. It is going to happen. I'm going to get down home. We're going to have a party. We're going to fire up some smokers.
Oh yeah, brother.
We're going to get together. We're going to have blast, and we're going to do one hell of a live pod show down there, around the smoke.
We're ready. We're ready. We're always ready.
All right, guys. Josh, you got anything else to say, brother?
Oh, no, man. Hey, no, I got I do have all my stuff coming in. I got my labels being made. So I'll be getting everything bagged up and ready, and I'll be promoting that out. So
now, wait a minute. Let's back up here. That is for the Tusk to Butt.
Kicking SPG.
And the Kicking SPG and your other adventures, or just this one's right here?
Right now, just the SPG. So I got that going.
Just got that one going. Okay. Because I know you have your hands in a couple other things. I've seen some of the hats that you made, and then
So those, my merch is based on, I'll usually just post up a posting, because I'll start seeing people say, hey, I'd like to get a hat, so I'll post it up and see. And then if so, that's when I make my orders, so.
And I tell you, man, you have a creative eye out of this world, that I love your logo. And I've loved everything you've done with like the beer cartel and all that stuff. It's just the stuff that you've come up with that has been awesome, man. It's awesome to see.
That's much appreciated, man. Much appreciated.
So, all right, Danny, what about you, brother? One more last round for the road?
I'm good, man. It's been a pleasure. Love y'all.
All right, man. We love you. Love having you guys on. And like I said, we will definitely make this happen again. And guys, from everybody here at WO Entertainment and Hot Boxing and Matt and everybody worldwide, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for popping in. Danny, please have a safe trip.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Always.
You and
Much
guys like
love.
you keep this country going.
Thank you.
Right.
You know, appreciate everything you do. Josh, you just keep those posts coming. You keep those pages running. You keep everybody towing the line and sharing the love. And you keep doing what you're doing, man. And tell you what, we'll see you guys back here on the side of the screen and in real life very soon.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Y'all have a
Matt,
great
thank
one.
you, brother. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Later, bro.
All right. Later, guys. All right, folks. That was Josh Hickman and Danny Mays. Josh Hickman of Tuss to Butt Barbecue and SPG coming out. Can't wait for that. I will get some of that. I guarantee, told you. And I will be doing another podcast on that one when it comes out. Because, dude, you can't tell me you got a barbecue rub that's going to work good on such a delicate meat like lobster. I mean, I've got to try it. You're telling me this is going to work. I've got to try it. And Danny's always doing what he does. Go check him out come March 1st once his line gets back up. So, guys, one more time before we get out of here for the night, I'm going to go back over what we talked about just in case you didn't have a chance to hear me at the beginning of the hour. I would like to let everybody know about the WO Entertainment Comedy Invasion presenting a double-header comedy show at BB's Down Home Cooking at 200 Park in Gatlin, Missouri. Date's going to be February 27th. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Family-friendly show starts at 7. Adult show starts at 9. $10 a person with a 50-50 raffle. It helps prevent veteran suicide. For more information, call 816-632-0350. And your entertainment for the evening is going to be the Godfather himself, Richard Montano. Special appearance by Thai Fu Panda, the man, the myth, the legend, the boss man, my brother from another mother, Redneck Pimp's going to be headlining the show. Funny man David Scott's going to be in there as well. All emceed by the Goose himself. You are not cleared to buzz the tower. I repeat, you are not cleared to buzz the tower. Mr. Justin Snodgrass is going to be emceeing it that night. Also coming up, guys, if you think you are the funniest one in your group and you're ready to step up and prove it, come on up, one and all, March 13th. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Richie the Redneck Pimp King, will be hosting on March 13th. We'll host a winner-take-all comedy last man standing contest. $50 entry fee. At least 12 people is what they're looking for. Much more is always welcome. Much more means more money. Half the pond, the trophy goes to the winner. There's going to be 2 rounds, 1 5-minute round. You go over by 1 second. Don't care who you are. You're done. Don't go under. Just hit that mark, that 5-minute mark right on the head. Second round, if you're good enough to make it that way, you will be given a topic to write on. 2 minutes to write a joke and 3 minutes to perform it. Here again, that's your 5 minutes all over again, and you cannot go a second order or you are out. If there's a tie, the person that came to the 5 minutes in the first round the closest will win. Sorry about that, guys. 3-judge panel going to be out there voting. Everything goes right. There may be some food out there for people to buy from a nice little barbecue joint coming up through the ranks. And we'll just have to stand by and see if that one happens. And if you are interested, guys, do me a favor. Leave a comment down there in the messages, and we will get to it. Or go to WO Entertainment's page and leave a message there. Take a look and find my friend, the Redneck Pimp, Richie King, on his Facebook page as well. I'm sure there'll be more information there. Guys, once again, it's been a week. It's been a good week. I was able to end it up here with everybody having fun. And just one last thing. I say that a lot, don't I? Just a reminder for everybody that wants to tune in, have a little bit of fun across the board. Monday nights, we have the Second Amendment Ranch with Cameron and Carl. Tuesday nights, we have the WO radio show with the Redneck Pimp himself and the Goose. Wednesday nights, we have the Great Kanewski with Nico. Thursday nights, we have Hombre's Keeper with our newest guy, Mikey. Friday nights, it is happy hour with our other newbie, William. Guys, show up and show these two guys, our Thursday night and Friday night guys, some love so we can keep them around having fun, because I know you've made me feel loved. That's why I'm still here having fun. Hey, Saturday night, here it is, guys. Saturday night it's a good night. It's a fun night. It's time to have fun. It's time to talk a little barbecue. You never know who you're going to see, what you're going to see, how you're going to see it when it gets here. Sunday night, it's 5 o'clock somewhere with Anthony, Cameron, Corey, and Shay, and Nico. And Sunday night, we have, or Sunday morning, I'm not sure how that one goes yet because I'm usually not up on Sunday morning. Saturday nights take me over a little bit. We have the L-Train Fighters with Anthony, Don, and Nico. Guys, if there's any more questions, you can always go to our Facebook page. WO Entertainment has all the information, all the lineups, and everything pinned at the top of the page. Well, guys, this is it for me. It's Matt Brooks. I want to send a big shout out to Charlie's Pride Barbecue for giving us love and helping us stay on. Dan has amazing Sweet Heat Barbecue for barbecue sauces for everything that you bring to the show. And right now, Miss Saucy Minx, our lovely little lady from out in Oregon right now, doing sauces and rubs her own style. Not that West Coast, not that East Coast, not that North Coast. That's Saucy Minx style sauce and rub. Guys, if you want to be on the show, all you got to do is just send me a comment, send me a like, send me a DM directly, or hit me up here, the WO Entertainment page, and I'll be more than happy to talk about having you on. So, guys, once again, thank you. It's been another wonderful Saturday. I've had a blast. From all of us here at Casa de Brooks, Casa de Charlie's Pride. Guys, thank you so much, and let that smoke roll. I'll see y'all next week.